Warning: federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses, baby.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. Oh, so join us on BG Time. BG Time, yeah, yeah. BG Time.
When they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? That ain't that what we're supposed to do. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
If I get in trouble, ain't that what I'm supposed to do? Ain't that what I'm supposed to do? Because they just keep talking about how dirty it is out here. Somebody got to clean it up, baby. I don't know how. But I know where to start, baby. Right here on PGT Time. That's good. I just made that up, y'all. I just made that whole little thing up thanks to Tupac. Shout out to Tupac, baby, even though he ain't with us no more. But shout out to Tupac. That's who that is for those that don't know, which I think everybody should know. That is Tupac playing at the end of my intro. I've been using that ever since I started PhD Time. I really do love it. Shout out to Mob Radio. She is another commentator out there. I heard it on hers first. So I was like, oh, let me use it. But what's up, y'all? What's good in the city, baby? Everything over here on my block. Y'all know I still gotta finish sharing the video and also try to get it over onto YouTube page. Okay. Also get it over to not YouTube. I'm sorry, it's already on YouTube. I need to try to get it over on my Facebook page, Miss Peachy Time page. So, with that being said, y'all already know what we do. Y'all already know what we do. Peachy Tea Time. I'm the missus. The missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can call me Miss Peachy because everybody else do anyway, baby. Everybody do. Now, I need to try to get it to share on the other side. So we are going to go straight. When I say straight, hey, Carmen. Mwah. What's good, girl? What's good in your city? Because everything over here good on my block. Stay away. Not you, Carmen. You can come over. But the rest of y'all, stay away. Stay away. Just a handful can come over. But y'all, let me go and start sharing. Before we start, hey, Kay. No, that's Cali. Cali, Oakland, California, baby. What's good? What's good? He said, hey, beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I definitely appreciate you showing up tonight. Okay. So are y'all ready for the show tonight? Because baby, I ain't playing with y'all tonight. Share this video right now. Share this video right now. We is over here now at Peachy Tea Time, which falls under the umbrella of Peachy Tea Time. Okay. Because we got Peachy Tea Time on Peachy News Edition. We got the weekend spot now. Yes, we got the weekend spot each and every Saturday in studio, y'all. In studio. So make sure y'all check me out. All right. But we gotta go into our 2 week spotlight. Our 2 week spotlight where we shine light. We shine light over the loved ones of the parents that have came on to Peach Tea Time. The cousins, the aunties, the uncles, the daddies, everybody, the mamas, all of them that done came over to Peachy Tea Time and shared their loved one's story. Each and every 2 weeks, you will see a different loved one. You will see a different loved one, and you get to see their tribute video too, baby. You get to see the tribute video. So while I try and share the video onto the other page, we are going to get into the Ellington family, y'all. The Ellington family, Jasmine Ellington and Michael Ellington Jr. They both was murdered, and in Memphis, shout out to Memphis. I shine a lot of light over there in Memphis, whether it's on a Monday night where we have just news broadcasting clips and give our commentary on it, or it's any other time. So, Memphis, we definitely love you. We really need y'all to get it together out there in Memphis. We need lives to be saved, not taken away. And that's what's going on a lot in Memphis. All right. So, Jasmine Ellington, Michael Ellington Jr., rest in peace. This is sister and brother. All right. So let's go ahead and get into their tribute video right now because it has to be played for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks on every show. All right. Here we go. I'll be right back. I promise. Because you don't want to miss the first clip. I'm telling you now. If you are a person that order DoorDash, Uber Eats, all that, even though this one is about DoorDash, if you are a person that order, you gonna want to see this video. This very first video that's gonna come up right after the tribute. All right, here we go.
Had our memories, we had our time together. It's hard that I can't see you now, see you face to face. But I know you in the sky looking down, but it's still hard to tell. But you're not here physically. Yeah, it gets emotional sometimes. Yeah, it gets hard because you're not here and you're gone away, up in the sky somewhere. I hope we meet again. I hope I see my love again. Yeah, it gets so difficult to know you're not here, and oftentimes I cry to sleep in tears. But I hope I'll be up there one day, to see your face again. I know you're in a better place. I know you're at peace up there, where there's no fears, there's no tears. But I can't lie, I miss you down here. I pray to God that you was in my life. I can't lie that I feel alone because you're not here. Yeah, it gets emotional sometimes. Yeah, it gets hard because you're not here and you're gone away, up in the sky somewhere. I hope we meet again. I hope I see my love again. Yeah, it gets so difficult to know you're not here. And oftentimes I cry to sleep in tears. But I hope I'll be up there one day, to see your face again. I know you up there. I miss you down here. I wish I had one more chance to see your face and hold you and never let you go. I love you forever. You're always in
All right, all right, all right, all right. So that was the Ellington brother and sister, Jasmine Ellington and Michael Ellington Jr. Please go to YouTube and you'll be able to see the when the family was on. You'll be able to see when the family came on to the show, told their loved one's story. And baby, when I tell you, you do not want to miss it. If you did miss it, you better go and check it out. Okay. The mother, Tanique, she got shot 5 times too. The mama and the daddy was outside when it happened, plus a whole lot of kids just as well. So please, please, please go and check that out. Just type in the Ellington brothers and sisters on Peachy Tea Time. All right. All right. Rest in peace, Jasmine. And also Michael Jr. Mike Jr. All right. Now let's go ahead and move right along. I know I said that I was going to play the video as soon as we came back, but I just had to make sure that I said that. And I see you, Neek. Hey, Neek. Neek is in the building, baby. She is in the building. This is not now. You hear me saying Neek now. This is not going to be the last time that you hear me say that. Neek is going to be coming on the show. I hope so. Very soon to talk about her organization and what she got going on. And when I tell you, I'm so proud of her, I really am. And yeah, y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started with this DoorDash driver. I told y'all we're gonna start with it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm telling y'all now, if you have been ordering DoorDash, you might want to think twice after this video. Okay, especially if you ain't got no doorbell ring camera. If you got a doorbell ring camera, watch the cameras when them folks coming. Cause ain't no telling what they gonna do. Cause this right here finna surprise the hell out y'all. Explicit language, and also allegedly. Uh oh. Kelly said, I'm here for Miss Peachy T. Miss T. Well, you finna give some tea tonight, okay? You finna give some tea tonight, because this ain't nothing to be played with tonight. Here we go. Here we go.
Tonight, we begin with the DoorDash delivery caught on camera that's raising serious concerns tonight about food safety.
A Toledo woman says she watched in real time as her delivery driver did something she calls disgusting before dropping off the food. 13 Action News reporter Alexis Means has the video. She's live with the story tonight. Alexis?
Well, the customer told me that this is something no one wants to see before their meal is delivered. A Toledo woman says she'll never order food delivery again after her Ring camera caught something disturbing. Ring camera video shows what appears to be a DoorDash driver with her hand down her pants. Ashley May says her food was delivered Monday just after 5 p.m.
I ordered my DoorDash, and when it arrived, I was watching it on my camera, and I seen the person who delivered it reach like inside of their pants and itch or something for a little while, and then they used the same hand to like set my food down and then proceeded to take a picture and leave.
May says she couldn't believe what she saw.
I was like, I didn't see what I just seen, so I like rewinded it to make sure, and it was absolutely that.
She did not eat the food.
I went out there with like garbage bags over my hands and just like threw it right in the dumpster. I took it right to the trash.
She reported the driver to DoorDash.
They were giving me a refund within like 5 to 7 business days. And then they contacted me today with, they still gave me $50 worth of credit on my account. So probably won't use it, but it's there.
DoorDash issued this statement to 13 Action News. This behavior is unacceptable. We immediately took action to deactivate the dasher and have contacted the customer to make things right. Restaurants get inspected, but delivery drivers, the health department says that's a different story. A spokesperson issued us this statement. Toledo Lucas County Health Department food inspectors work closely with operators to ensure proper food safety practices inside the facility. However, once food leaves the establishment, these safeguards are no longer guaranteed. Delivery drivers are not typically trained food handlers, but they play a role in maintaining food safety during transport. Consumers should understand that some level of risk exists when using third-party delivery services. For May, the risk may be too much.
Definitely, I won't be ordering delivery anymore. I will pick it up or I'll make something at home.
Now, the driver spoke with us on social media. She says the video doesn't tell the whole story. Sasha, back to you.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. And when I say I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I mean this with every ounce of soul that I have inside of me. I mean this on everything I love. This is the difference between me versus that lady that you just saw. I'm just gonna say it, y'all. I'm just gonna say it. This is the difference between white folks and black folks. Okay? I'm just gonna say it. Now, if this was me and my peoples, my real peoples, that heifer wouldn't even got a chance to make it to the steps. Now, I ain't gonna say, I wouldn't have came out and fight her. I wouldn't have came out trying to bust at her. And then I go to prison for the rest of my life. I wouldn't have did that. But let me tell you what I would have done. I would have been so angry as soon as I seen her do it. I don't even think I would have grabbed no gloves. I would have went straight out there, grabbed that food, and I would have threw it dead in her damn face. And I would have told her, I saw you. I probably would have came with the camera. But I definitely would have picked up that food, and I would have threw it dead in her face. That's what I would have done. People say whatever they want to say. I don't care. I'm not a violent person. I do not suggest violence. But something like that, especially if she would have opened it up and put her hand right there. Woosah. Woosah. Baby, when I tell you, that food would have been all smashed in her face if that was me. Yes, they do, Carmen. Yes, look, I called you Carmen. Callie. Yes, they do, Callie. Yes, they do. And I would have did the most right along with it. Okay? I ain't lying. I would have snapped. But I wouldn't have snapped to take her life away. I would not have snapped to take her life away. And I would not have snapped to beat her down. But I bet you that food would have hit her so hard. She probably would have thought she got shot. She would have been screaming, would have fell to the ground and everything. I'll tell you. And I would have called 911 with the doorbell ring camera waiting on them. All right, y'all. Now that we got that first clip out the way, I told y'all I ain't playing with y'all tonight. Okay? Let's go ahead and get into... Yeah, I saw this. Now, I didn't see it, but I saw because y'all know I had to work today. So I didn't get a chance to see none of these. Some of these clips I did because I had them for Friday, but didn't get a chance to show y'all on Friday. I mean, not Friday, on Wednesday. And I didn't get a chance to show y'all. And Saturday, we're going to get into the story. If y'all watched the show on Saturday, I told y'all that we'll be back on Monday with the whole situation. This ain't with the clip. The whole situation with the young lady from Chicago. We got that too. Yes, this is it. Y'all, the burglar. Now somebody done broke into this folks' house. Okay. They done broke into I don't know if it's this house or not. This might be just the beginning of the news or whatever. But anyway, the clip that we finna watch, burglar done broke in the house and then came back politely and asked him to get his shoe back, y'all. I ain't lying. Let's watch it.
Well, now to that bold break-in in Dearborn. The suspect returning to the scene of the crime for his shoes.
What happened next may surprise you. 7 News Detroit obtained body cam video of the suspect's arrest. Police say the man had plastic bags on his feet, along with credit cards that weren't his.
7 News Detroit reporter Faraz Javed closely follows Dearborn, and tonight he's listening to neighbors and the city's top cop about how the strange break-in became an unforgettable case.
She said, well, those aren't my shoes. She says, those are your shoes. And I says, no. So, then we decided, wow, there's somebody here.
It's a case that Dearborn police are calling both bizarre and brazen.
Yeah.
It is very rare for us for someone to break into a home in our city and then do it during the daytime.
Dearborn Police Chief Issa Shaheen says on January 21st around noon, a 26-year-old man allegedly returning to the scene of a home invasion, not to commit another crime, but to pick up his shoes.
I mean, he at least was courteous enough to take his shoes off, but unfortunately, he rifled through the house and stole items from it.
Police say the suspect slipped in through an unsecured back door. When the homeowners returned, he ran.
But after leaving the house, he was polite enough to come back to the house, knock on the door, and politely ask for his shoes back.
He was at the back door. He wanted his shoes back.
That's the voice of one of the homeowners captured on an officer's body cam.
Which shoes are his?
These.
Those shoes, police say, belong to Tyree Marquise Williams.
To you, which part is really strange? The fact that he removed his shoes or the fact that he came back and asked for his shoes?
Yeah, they're both pretty strange for us. I think coming back was probably a little weirder. We found him a few blocks away. He wasn't hard to identify because he had plastic bags on his feet.
Yep. An hour later, officers arrested Williams a street over, caught wearing plastic bags on his feet.
Put your hands up right now.
When we arrested him, not only did we find some evidence from that home invasion, but then from another house break-in that happened a few weeks earlier.
What was found on it?
So he had credit cards and some cash that tied him to both home invasions.
This home surveillance video shows Williams walking without shoes through a backyard during the latest break-in.
How crazy was it to hear that he came back for his shoes?
Very crazy.
David Solanic lives a few homes down from the recent break-in, but he's not too concerned.
First Street is fairly safe. All the neighbors are fairly comfortable. We don't have a lot of issues here.
Is the police buying his story about he just wanted to stay warm?
No, I mean, look, you can't break into someone's house to get warm, and there's a lot of places he could have gone to warm up. And again, he went through all their drawers.
Not his name.
Hearing this whole story, what's the one thought that comes to your mind?
Make sure you lock your doors.
Now, Williams is out on a $5,000 personal bond with a GPS tether. He faces multiple felony charges, 2 counts of each: home invasion, larceny, and possession of financial transaction devices. In Dearborn, I'm Faraz Javed, 7 News Detroit.
Now, what I'm gonna ask my own self that question. What is the one thing after watching this clip that comes to your mind? This ninja went back to go get his shoe. I mean, don't come break in my house. You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't good. No more B&Es. No more B&Es ever. People work hard for their stuff. So no B&Es. But I'm just saying, the only thing that's on my mind is that this ninja really came back. Really came back for his tennis shoes. And they look like they came from Walmart. I was just saying. That would look like to me. And you went back. Ninja, didn't they just say that you had credit cards? They just told us that you had credit cards in your pocket. Did y'all see the grocery bags? I hate showing these clips. But baby, anybody can get it, okay? This is PGT time, your hood news. Your hood news. He done went, I don't know if this is mental health issues or if he just crazy. Or some crazy slash on drugs. I don't know. It got to be one or the other. Because this don't make no sense. Callie, you can't tell me this no sense. I was like, that plastic wasn't going to keep that frostbite from setting in. He could have went to Walmart and got another pair with the credit cards. The hell? Oh my goodness. How dumb can you be? Yeah, is my background music too loud? Let me know if it is. Y'all know I love to have music playing. Hey, don't know what it is. That's something made up. So let's go ahead, y'all. We finna get into this next clip. We're gonna go ahead and get into the story, the Chicago story that I want to show y'all about the young lady. Her and her boyfriend was in the car, and baby. Her and her boyfriend and the baby was in the car. They basically shot up the car, and over 50 rounds, may we add, over 50 rounds And the biggest shocker of them all is that the baby was in the back seat and did not get touched. Did not get touched at all. But Callie said, for real, those shoes look so old. Yes. I bet you I would have walked barefoot to the store before I went back to go. And then you knocked politely and asked for your shoes. And you thought you wasn't finna go to jail? Ninja, how did you get in? Why didn't you go back the same way you went in the first time? I mean, I know they had they don't wait on you, open waiting on you when you came the first time. Baby, I'm telling you, these kids just don't think. They don't think. But anyways, back to the story. Y'all, please go share this video right now because this story is probably the most important. Well, they all important. I ain't gonna even say the most important because all my clips is important now. I have time to sit up here and to play with y'all and play anything. Okay. So let's go ahead, check this out. You're gonna see the news broadcasting clip, and then you will see the actual scene when it happened at the end. But you won't hear the sound. Okay, you will not hear the sound of the gunshots. So I just want you to know that. But I do want y'all to look and pay attention to it and see how these demonized kids, evil children. I don't know if they grown or not. I don't know. But they was evil. They was definitely the devil's helpers. Or they son, or the devil's sons. Whether they knew the baby was in there or not, I don't care. And because apparently they didn't care. So here we go.
This is real life. And enough is enough. And I'm going to tell people like it is. I'm calling these monsters what they are. They are monsters. Because what else are they? Are they good community members? Absolutely not. And we're going to find you, and we're going to make sure that we hold you accountable.
Nothing short of a miracle is how the baby's condition is being described in this case. Those that were at the scene say that there were bullet casings found in the baby's car seat. Crime Stoppers is now offering a reward. Skycap 9 flies over the 7900 block of South May Street, where a white vehicle riddled with bullet holes has collided with a nearby GMC van. Officers located two victims inside the car, a 26-year-old woman and a 27-year-old man. The female victim was struck multiple times and passed away from her injuries, while the male victim is expected to survive.
It's like something out of a war zone.
The female victim is identified as 26-year-old Gabrielle Ayers. Cook County Crime Stoppers is offering a $10,000 reward for information that leads to the person or persons responsible for her murder. Multiple people pulled over or ran over to try and help them. To everyone's shock, the victim's daughter, a baby girl, was located unharmed in her car seat.
It's a miracle with all the gunshot wounds on that car on both sides and all the shooting that took place, that baby was spared and nothing. God must have a plan for that baby.
The shooting unfolded not far from St. Sabina Church and their nearby food pantry. Leo High School is also in close proximity. Father Michael Flager says he was there too and has also seen videos circulating on social media showing more than one shooter targeting the car. He says the shooters have no soul.
These guys just coming out with long guns, just shooting. I mean, there were bullets, casings all over the street. It was just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it was obviously, I don't know what the origin of this was, but they were obviously after this car and the people in it. But, you know, whether they knew or not knew a baby was in the back seat, they didn't care. They were just going to shoot wildly at this car and end up killing a young mother.
So sad, so sad, so sad. So at the end, that last clip that you didn't have any sound. The guys, from what we saw, was three that got out the car. That's all we saw. I can't put others into from what we all saw what we saw basically. So we saw the three guys. They got out. They went to the car, sprayed it up, went back to their car, got in the car, pulled up to the car, and I don't know if y'all saw. You didn't see that part because you didn't see the driver get out. But once they pulled up to the car, they sprayed the car some more. 50 rounds. They got out the car, came up to the car, sprayed at the car. Now keep in mind, the car ended up hitting somebody. It hit somebody before the guys got out of the car. So that leads me to believe that they was already shooting at the car. And then she crashed into the other car. So they probably was already shooting. They crash. The boys get out the car, go over to the car, spray the car some more, then get back in their car, pull up to the car, and spray some more. And then they drove off. And that baby didn't even get touched. Didn't even get touched. The baby was 1 year old. And the baby didn't even get touched. Baby, when I tell you that ain't nothing but God, that was nothing but God. Nothing. Kelly said, okay, no home training, Mrs. T. They got none. Yes, that baby guy was watching over that baby. Kelly said she was so beautiful. Now, why would they do something like that? They probably was jealous of her, just saying. Kelly said, nobody but God. Well, Kelly, that was my thing. I said, what was going on? Now, she wasn't the driver. Her boyfriend, her baby daddy was driving. But at the same time, I do believe that was her vehicle. I believe that's what they said, that it was her vehicle. So I just automatically thought that maybe they was after him. That's what I just automatically assumed until I started doing some research. And word on the street, it looks like they was after her. Looks like they was after her. Now, I'm about to show y'all 2 posts that she posted on her page. When you get into social media and start doing these little commentator, being a commentator and everything, sometimes you gotta go a little extra mile, start looking everywhere, looking for stuff. Baby, look what they found. Okay, so on Facebook, her name is Gina. Put it together as Gina. But on social media, it's Gina. Okay? That's like Mikey and Mikey. What was that? I can't even think of the name of it. Paper Soldiers. Mike E and Mike E. Mike E and Mike O. No, that was Mike E and Mike E. And one spelled with an E on the end and one spelled with a Y. Oh, well. Poolie corrected me. I love watching your show, Mrs. T. Thank you. Look, I ain't heard that one yet, Mrs. T. But I like it. So, Gina said, now let me post her dead ass brother in a casket on my page. Okay, that sounds like somebody that's beefing. And that, as you can see, it says November 21st, 2025. Again, now let me post her dead ass brother in casket on my page. So to me, that sounds like it could go 2 ways. Either somebody posted her dead brother on their page and she found out about it. And she was like, okay, since she want to post my brother, now let me post her dead ass brother in the casket on my page. That's what that sound like. Or it could sound like she big, bad, and bold. Now let me post her dead ass brother in in the casket on my page. Let me do it on my page. I bet you I'll do it on my page. You know what I'm saying? That it could go both ways. Both ways. All right, y'all. Now let me go into exhibit number 2. Now this one I don't too much understand. Pooley had to tell me this one. Of course I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say the B word. That's what I'm saying, the B word. And my low can stay up forever. Blizz finna get a 30-day trial in the casket. Dead. That's what them little things say. Casket and dead. On my profile picture. All bets off. My daughter go in and out that B with no worries. Come playing. Now I get that part. She said all bets is off. But I tell you one thing, you ain't gonna come to my crib. Baby, my daughter go in and out with no worries. Come playing with me if you want to. You gonna be in that casket. That's what I'm thinking. Then she said, gonna feel the hottest shit ever on my child. That's what I think OMC means, on my child. And I think gonna feel the hottest shit ever, I think that means her Moscato. Now, if you don't know what the Moscato is over here at Peachy Tea Time, that's the pistol. That's what that is. We call it Moscato off here. So, I don't know. She seemed like she about that drama, y'all. She seemed like she about that drama. I'm just saying. That would seem like to me. She about the drama. And the drama came after. Unfortunately. Now the boy, he is suspected to make it. The young man that was driving the car, the boyfriend, he is expected to make it. Yes, that is crazy. That is crazy. Okay. So I wanted to show y'all that again, the baby did make it with no scratch on her at all. That wasn't nothing but God. That was nothing but God. Over 50 rounds that they found, shell casings and stuff. And this baby did not get hit, not one time, not even a scratch from the accident when she ran into the truck, the car, van, whatever it was. Baby, y'all can't tell me God ain't good. Y'all can't tell me God is not good, because he is. All right. So let's go ahead and move on, y'all. So I showed y'all this clip probably about, maybe it happened 2 years ago, maybe. And the update just came out on actually 8 months ago. I'm so sorry, y'all. 8 months ago, but I really covered this story tough when it happened. And I think we called the girl the Purple Bandit. I think we called her. You know, but they was looking for her. They finally found her. And now she has been sentenced. Okay. When y'all see this video, y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. Here we go. If you've been watching Peachy Tea Time, you're gonna know what this is about. Here we go.
4 years after Delia Johnson was gunned down on a Brooklyn sidewalk, her killer has been sentenced. Today, emotions ran high in court as Johnson's family 4 years after Delia Johnson was gunned down on a Brooklyn sidewalk, her killer has been sentenced. Today, emotions ran high in court as Johnson's family finally got a chance to speak. And News 12 Shakti Dennis has covered this trial since its beginning, and she was there today.
Applause broke out in the courtroom as a judge sentenced Claudia Banton to 23 years to life behind bars.
I feel she deserved more, but today is about changing. Today is about forgiving.
The sentencing marks the end of a 4-year nightmare for the family of Delia Johnson, shot execution style on a Crown Heights sidewalk in 2021.
I am so glad that this is over.
In an emotional victim statement, Johnson's mother asking why and pouring her heart out to Banton, a woman she considered like a daughter who even lived with the family at times.
It felt good because it was a release.
46-year-old Banton listened with tears streaming down her cheeks as Johnson's family described feeling betrayed.
I'll never see my sister again.
Johnson's 21-year-old daughter, currently deployed with the Air Force, appeared by video in uniform, struggling to put her pain into words, saying at least her mother didn't suffer. Banton didn't address the family for legal reasons, according to her attorney, but he says her silence shouldn't be mistaken for indifference.
But it's very difficult for someone to absorb that type of speech from people that you know and love.
The judge even grew emotional as she spoke about the deep, lasting pain Johnson's family has endured.
And it ain't easy, but I know one day it will get better.
Claudia Banton's defense attorney says he's working on an appeal, but for now, Delia Johnson's family says they can finally begin to heal now that justice has been served. In downtown Brooklyn, Shakti Dennis, News 12 Brooklyn.
23 years, y'all. 23 years to life. Hopefully he'll get while she in there, and then they just go ahead and give it a life, okay? Because she definitely deserved life. The way she walked up to that girl, I don't know what possessed her to get so angry and so mad. I would have loved to be in the courtroom, especially if she decided to tell the truth on what really made her so upset and so angry to where she went and did that point blank range. And this is somebody that you really knew because you used to live there with them. Like, that's crazy. If that ain't the devil, I don't know what is. That might be the devil himself inside of her. Ain't no devil's son or devil's daughter. He inside. Yeah, then she walked up on her and shot her. For what reason? They never told us the reason. They never told us the reason. Because they was looking for her for a while, Callie. They couldn't find her for a while. And she had purple hair or something like that once before. And so they had the picture of her with the purple hair on. And that's why we called her the Purple Bandit. And all the updates, I was just coming up with all the updates. And then finally, they ended up catching her. And I did bring that clip up when they caught her. But I wasn't able to follow it after that. I wasn't able to follow it. You said she must have had a lot of hatred in her body. Got to be. Oh, you said got to be. Yes. A lot of hatred. And did y'all see how much weight she gained while she was in there? You know, it was 4 years though. A lot can happen in 4 years. Y'all, let's get to this other one. Let me see where it says. Y'all know this video is live. So I'm trying to find. It happened in Detroit. Here it is right here. It happened in Detroit. A mom was shot, y'all, 6 times. 6 times by the doggone police. Did y'all hear about that? By the police? Let's check this out, y'all. This is crazy.
Detroit mother is suing the city and a police officer after a traffic stop ended with gunfire.
A $25 million lawsuit has been filed over the shooting of Tracy Allen, an unarmed mother of 5 shot 6 times last October during a traffic stop. Let's get out to Lauren Kostick. She's live in her newsroom tonight. And Lauren, Chief Bettison admitted there were multiple issues with this traffic stop.
That's right. Detroit's top cop originally supported his officers' actions that day, but after reviewing the body camera footage, he found several policy violations. Now that officer is suspended without pay, and Tracy Allen, the woman who was shot, is finally telling her side of the story.
I got permanent marks that's never going to go away on my arms and my legs, both arms.
Tracy Allen showing her scars months after being shot by Detroit police officer Zachary Melvin.
I thought I was going to die.
Now, Allen and her attorney, Maurice Davis, are filing a $25 million lawsuit.
She demands accountability from the officer who pulled the trigger.
She demands accountability from the city of Detroit for a pattern and practice of deliberate indifference and a failure to train that officer.
Officer Melvin claimed Allen refused to show her license during a traffic stop last October, a claim the chief later found to be false.
And I asked for a supervisor several times. He didn't give it to me, so I dialed 911 and told the operator that I feared for my life and asked her to stay on the phone with me.
Allen was then pepper sprayed, and she attempted to go to a police station. But video obtained by Local 4 shows 2 officers boxing her in, and Officer Melvin allegedly firing shots.
I would be lying if I told you I was okay. Mentally, I'm not. Physically, I'm not.
Initially, Detroit's top cop went from supporting his officer to saying he violated several policies. Officer Melvin was later suspended without pay.
This case is about more than Tracy Allen. It's about sending a message that violence against innocent citizens must stop.
And the city of Detroit told us they do not comment on pending litigation. It's also important to note DPD has not released body camera video of this shooting. The attorney has submitted a FOIA request, and we did too, but so far no response. He's also urging the Wayne County prosecutor to file charges against this officer. Live in the newsroom, Lauren Kostick, Local 4.
We'll keep following it, Lauren.
And so will I. I'll keep following it too. Now, when you have situations like this, y'all, hear me out. When you have situations like this, where this young lady, and y'all see how small she is, this young lady was shot 6 times inside of the car by a police officer. When I see stuff like this, it automatically come in my mind that this officer done did a whole lot of stuff that God didn't like. And it's time to be exposed. And why do I say that? Because this young lady was shot 6 times. Some people get shot just 1 time, baby, and they gone. They gone. Look how close they was to this car. Just like that baby. 50 rounds in that car, and that baby didn't even get a scratch. Not even a scratch. Here, this girl gets shot 6 times, as little as she is. 6 times. And still live to tell the story. To get his ass locked up. Baby, don't play with him. Don't play with him and his children. Do not play with him and his children. You just never know what's going to happen to you. Start losing limbs and stuff. You're going to be like, wait a minute. What? He ain't got no arm no more. That's why. That's why. He out there doing things that he wasn't even supposed to do. All right, y'all. Did y'all hear about the 13-year-old girl that was stabbed to death by a 10-year-old? Now, I ain't make no mistake. Y'all heard me very well. I said by a 10-year-old. Not 5, not 11, not 10. Just 10. Just 10. Not a 9-year-old, I meant to say. Not a 9-year-old. I was in shock. But y'all got to hear it. Here we go. We got 2 clips on this. Here we go.
Ones are remembering a 13-year-old Riley was stabbed to death by a 10-year-old boy. Those close to her gathered this afternoon to pay tribute. Orko Manna spoke to the girl's mother about her push for justice.
The family of Riley DeArmas gathered here tonight not only to remember her, but to also share what they say happened before she was stabbed and killed. As the sun set tonight in Northwest Houston, close to 100 loved ones came together to honor the life of 13-year-old Riley DeArmas.
Every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you.
A sea of balloons, many purple, Riley's favorite color, and warm embraces filling the crowd. Family members identifying Riley as the girl who was stabbed to death at an apartment complex on Grow Lane around 8 p.m. Wednesday.
Joyful, free-spirited, happy, a dancer, a singer.
Riley's mother describing her daughter as a kind and gentle soul who would have turned 14 next month.
Instead of me celebrating her 14th birthday, I'm celebrating and trying to bury my daughter right now. These balloons could have been for her 14th birthday, not her death.
Houston police say there was a fight between two groups of people Wednesday, including the girl, before the stabbing. A 10-year-old boy turned himself in, telling officers he stabbed the girl, and according to investigators, he claims he did it in self-defense.
It was no self-defense. My daughter was attacked.
The family adds that they want to set the record straight about Riley.
She was not a violent person. She would never harm anyone intentionally. The narrative that's going around right now about my daughter, that was not her. That was not Riley.
The 10-year-old boy was detained at the scene but released pending further investigation. Under Texas law, 10 years old is the minimum age of criminal responsibility, meaning charges could be considered and any charging decision will be made by prosecutors. Meanwhile, Riley's loved ones are still processing their pain.
I would never get a chance to hug her, to tell her I love her. And her life just was cut so short.
As they release balloons in her honor, all they want is justice.
Did not deserve it. She did not deserve to die.
The Harris County District Attorney's Office says they'll make a charging decision once Houston police complete their investigation. I called HPD for an update on this case, but I'm still waiting to hear back. Reporting from Northwest Houston, Orko Manna, KHOU 11 News.
All right, y'all, give me a minute. We finna get into the next clip on this too. This is so sad. It really is. I hate to see this, but we gotta play stuff like this. We have to. That's a part of being here on PGT 10. All right, here we go.
Overnight, a violent fight involving dozens of young people.
Police say that the case is different from most for one disturbing reason. KPRC2 News reporter Ricky Munoz is live to explain this morning. Ricky.
Hey there. Now, this is the type of story that you sit back and you hear it and you're like, what did I just hear? A 13-year-old girl is now dead because police say a 10-year-old boy stabbed her. And that all happened right around the corner, right behind me. I'm gonna step out of the way. You won't be able to see it, but it's around on the right. And to my left, there's still blood on the floor. There's still trash everywhere. But let me show you what the scene looked like overnight. Take a look at your screen. Now, this all happened here at Quail Creek Apartments at the corner of Grove Street and Dow Road. Here is video from that complex last night. Police say they were called out here around 8 p.m. for what they describe as a large fight outside. Investigators say there was not a one-on-one confrontation. They estimate between 20 and 40 people showed up, mostly teenagers. In the middle of that crowd, a 13-year-old girl was stabbed. Houston Fire took her to the hospital, but she died. Police say a 10-year-old boy told officers he stabbed her. They tell us he lives in the apartment with his mother. Investigators believe this attack stemmed from something earlier in the day at a school because of the child's age. This case now enters a different legal space. Police say he's just old enough to face charges under Texas law. Take a listen.
You know, it's a 10-year-old. That is the minimum age of criminal responsibility in the state of Texas. So charges could be filed. That'll be up to the district attorney.
That decision now goes to the DA's office, and then homicide is still under investigating this incident. Of course, we're going to stay on top of this and keep everyone updated on air and online on click2houston.com. But for now, reporting live in Northwest Houston, I'm Ricky Munoz, KPRC2 News.
Texas said, don't play with me. Texas said, don't play with us over here. Y'all been on this for many, many years. Texas is not the place to get in trouble at. Okay? You will go down. They say he just made the cut. They say he just made the cut, y'all. He can be filed with charges. Now, can they do it as far as trial and charging him as an adult? I'm not sure about that. But what they're saying is, being that he made it to 10 years old, he can basically get in trouble instead of just letting him walk. So if he was 9 years old, he would have been able to go back home with his mama. And they just would have sat there and probably did a quick prayer that he don't turn into the little Chucky. I'm just saying. Or a big Chucky. Carmen said, what was a 10-year-old doing with the knife? And then know how to lie and say he was defending himself. Defending himself for what? She 13. You 10. Only thing she gonna do is push you down. Tell you quit hitting her on her butt. You know what I'm saying? That's what she gonna do. I pray for them. I pray for the family. I pray for little Chucky on his way to be a big Chucky. I pray that God changes his life quickly. Quickly, baby. Quickly. All right. So, is this? I think I forgot to show y'all this video. Oh, no, I didn't forget. I ain't forget. I got 2 videos on this one. I want to show you the first one first. So let me bring up the next one. Hold on. Video file. Y'all usually have all this stuff up and ready. Y'all already know how I do. But I didn't get a chance to do it this time. So let me take this down. Give me 1 second. We had to go grocery shopping today. We had to go grocery shopping. Me and my whole family. We all went. So I got back a little late. Here it is. Oh, that's not it. This one. Yep, this is it. This is it right here, y'all, that I want y'all to see. We got 2 clips on this too. Now, this happened 2 years ago. Okay? This happened 2 years ago. And then the sentencing again just occurred. The sentencing just occurred. So I want y'all to see this. And it just occurred like within the last couple days, I think. So we're gonna take it back to 2 years ago. This was a 16-year-old that was taken out by his friend. Taken out by his friend. Look, Callie said, I love you, Miss T, and your energy. Thank you. I've heard that so much, like within the last few weeks, too. So many people have been saying they love my energy. So I definitely appreciate it. I really do. So watch this, y'all. Watch this. This is old. This 2 years ago. But then the next clip is going to be the sentencing of the young man. And he took out his best friend. They were playing a video game and took out his best friend during the video game, y'all. So sad. So sad. And here we go.
For somebody to take his life at the age of 16, he ain't gonna be able to make it to prom. I ain't gonna be able to see him graduate. I'm empty. I'm broken.
Now at 6, a grieving mother speaks out after her 16-year-old son loses his life to gunfire inside a home in Miami Gardens. Good evening. I'm Elliot Rodriguez.
And I'm Lauren Pastrana. We're also learning the teen's mother got a phone call from the youngster who took her son's life this past weekend.
CBS News Miami's Peter Dench has been covering the story from Miami Gardens.
Latoya Taylor says her son lost his life last weekend when another teenager pulled out a gun inside a home and it went off. This is prompting her to speak out about youngsters and gun violence.
For somebody to take his life at the age of 16, he ain't gonna be able to make it to prom. I ain't gonna be able to see him graduate. I'm empty. I'm broken. I'm never gonna be the same. I ain't gonna be able to recover from this.
Latoya Taylor clings to the memories of her son, Savion Littles.
He was everything to me. This person that took his life don't know what he did. He took a part of my heart. Like, I'm never gonna be the same.
Taylor says her son was shot late Saturday night inside of a relative's home while playing video games when another teenager pulled out a gun and shot him. She says that teen knows her family and actually called her.
I just told him I just want him to do the right thing. I just want him to turn himself in. Just do it for me and my family and for Savion, because we're all broken.
Taylor says her son transferred 2 months ago from Miramar High School to American High School to play football. She says he was a linebacker with big dreams.
All he talked about was going to Oregon State. Mommy, when I make it, I'm going to make sure you're all right. I'm going to take care of you. He's not a bad child. Grades was good. Everybody loved him. He had a loving spirit. I have to go visit my baby at the grave, and this is not in God's plan. This is not what's supposed to take place. I'm not supposed to be burying my child. He's supposed to be burying me.
And now this mother has this message.
I just want to say to all the kids, gun violence. Like, guys, please stop playing with guns. Like, you don't know how serious it is. Like, not only are you taking somebody else's life, but it's your life too. Two parents are losing their kids.
Police say the investigation is ongoing. A police source says the two males fled from the home. Meanwhile, LaToya Taylor says her family is trying to raise money for her son's burial expenses through a fundraising website. In Miami Gardens, Peter Dench, CBS News, Miami.
And I'm going to take it a step further. 4 parents. 4 parents. Just 2 parents, but 4 people. 4 people is losing their kids behind this. Behind their foolishness. His foolishness. This was crazy. So here go the update. This is him being sentenced. This is all the families and everybody. Here we go.
In court after a Miami Gardens man is sentenced in the shooting death of his best friend. The
He look
victim's
like he
mother
ain't learned a
present
lesson.
as her
Sorry.
son's killer learned his fate.
I know broken. I will never be the same. He still get to see his mama. He still get to see his family. We gotta go to a graveyard.
They were both 16 then, playing video games, when one of them pulled out a gun and fired at his friend. Good evening, I'm Jim Barry.
And I'm Lauren Pastrana. CBS News Miami's Peter Dench is your reporter in downtown Miami. He joins us live with reaction from both sides. Peter?
Lauren and Jim, we can tell you the sentence in this case was not as stiff as loved ones of the victim had hoped for. It was 8 years in prison, followed by 8 years for probation. Now, the victim's mother wept in court.
I know broken. I will never be the same.
Surrounded by her loved ones in a Miami courtroom, LaToya Taylor speaks out about the loss of her 16-year-old son, Savion Littles.
I was in a dark place for 2 years. He still get to see his mama. He still get to see his family. We gotta go to a graveyard.
She also speaks about her son's best friend, 19-year-old Hazel Canty, who had pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Canty pointed a gun at Littles at a home and pulled the trigger on Mother's Day weekend in May of 2023. Taylor had told us how proud she was of her son, who had transferred from Miramar High School to American High School to play football.
For somebody to take his life at the age of 16, he ain't gonna be able to make it to prom. I ain't gonna be able to see him graduate. I'm empty.
In court, Canty apologized to Little's family.
I just want y'all to know that I'm sorry. I wish I could make it because of that. Okay.
Judge Christina Miranda said Canty was reckless. It sentenced him to 8 years in prison, followed by 8 years probation.
Unfortunately for Mr. Canty, there is nothing he can do that's going to change that day or bring him back, except learn a lesson.
We spoke with Canty's mother.
Hopefully he learned from his mistakes. We love Savion. We never going to stop loving Savion. He just like us. So instead of me losing one, I lost 2, one through death, and my other one is in jail now.
He meant everything to our family. Savion was our life, and he's gonna be missed. Every day I think about him. He's my first grandson.
Now, Canty's attorney told me he was satisfied with what happened in court. We also spoke with Savion's grandmother about the sentence. We'll have her reaction coming up in just 1 hour at 6. We are live in Miami. Peter Dench, CBS News, Miami.
Well, y'all seen it for yourself. They was best friends, playing with the gun, and then he now has to serve 8 years. He was 16 when it happened, and what's that? 16, 25, 24, 25 when you get out, and then got to do 8 years of probation. Hey, Mama Peach. Mama Peach says she watching on YouTube. Carmen, I'm agreeing with you, Carmen. I'm in agreement with you. Because at the end of the day, he still had to pull the trigger. I don't understand why you even took it out and pointed it at him. Let's just say y'all was just playing. You couldn't find another way to play? Couldn't shove them? That's what most men do that I see when they playing the game. They shove each other. I ain't never seen them pull out a Moscow tool on you and take you on up out of here. Was there any cameras in the room? How do we know he didn't get very, very upset and was mad and really pulled it out on them? Who else was in the room with them? I don't know, but he get the chance to have another chance. So at the end of the day, we can't change that. I guess God was all in it. We gonna find out. Or the people around him, his family members, y'all gonna find out if God was all in that. Him getting out in 8 years. Cause baby, I was always told that the devil take care of his own too. And that could have been the devil's work, giving him 8 years. And when he get out, baby, the devil gonna have a field day with him in his playground. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. If that was all the devil's doing. If that was all the devil's doing, he gonna have a whole good old time in the devil's playground when he get out. Unless God was the one that stepped in and really gave him them 8 years. And if so, I pray that he allows this opportunity and not do it for him, but will not just do it for him itself, but also do it for Savion too. And make something big out yourself, baby. All right. Well, y'all, we have came to the end of the show. Okay. I'm going to play this last video. I wasn't going to play it. But I see y'all ain't ready to go just yet. So I'm going to let this. How long? There you go. I'm going to let this show end with this clip right here. Don't worry, y'all ain't going to cry. But what y'all will do, y'all going to talk shit. I'm telling you. Y'all going to be like, oh, nah. Ain't no way. Now, this is the last clip for the night, y'all. What got me on about this clip was how the boy laughed. Okay? How he laughed. Somebody threw gasoline on this boy. They was all outside playing. Not us. Not us. You know how we do. Not us though, y'all. But y'all know I don't discriminate over here at Peachy Tea Time, baby. We all one. Baby, in my eyesight, we all one. I just like to have fun sometimes. That's all. But they decided to be outside playing in fire. I guess they didn't believe in stop, drop, and roll, or they wasn't taught stop, drop, and roll growing up. I thought the bird was going crazy. That's Poolie shaking the juice. We have a bird. For those that is not aware, we have a bird for the kids. So y'all check this video out. And yes, I do believe the one that was laughing, but I could be wrong. But one of them did get arrested, and y'all gonna see that just as well. Here we go.
Accused of setting his own friend on fire. The disturbing scene was captured on video. These are the moments right before that victim was engulfed in flames. Marion County deputies say his friend poured gasoline all over him. And this video shows the 17-year-old suspect hugging his crying mother before being arrested.
Brady Ming is facing serious charges.
And he still got a smile on his
serious
face.
Burns. As Fox 35's Chancellor Wynn shows us, the suspect was splashing gasoline around a bonfire.
I'm sorry, Brady. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
You want to get on fire? We're not going to show the teen catching on fire, but keep your eyes on the teen holding what Marion County deputies say is a gas can.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Get in the leg! 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 Get in the leg!
Skin burns instantly at about 158 degrees, and when gasoline burns at 1400 degrees up to 1700 degrees, you're talking 10 times higher than what the skin can handle for instant burn. So it's a truly devastating injury.
For about 10 seconds, the teen burned before jumping into Lake Kerr.
Get in the water.
Court documents state the teen is suffering second-degree burns on his hand and lower body, as well as deep, full-thickness burns on both legs.
The nerves might actually be burnt at that point. The one thing about that type of injury, though, is that the body's not going to heal itself, and it needs surgical help. Skin grafts.
Lieutenant Dave Williams with the Seminole County Fire Department didn't respond to this specific call, but he says he's treated severe burns throughout his more than 25 years as a firefighter and paramedic.
You never have that flexibility, that mobility, and even the disfigurement. The scars are always going to be there to remind you of that day.
17-year-old Brady Ming is who deputies say caught the other teen on fire. This video shows Ming turning himself in to Marion County Sheriff's deputies on an aggravated battery charge.
Well. I mean, I'm sure when that boy got home, he probably stayed out there for a little while with his homeboys until start burning a little bit too much. But you best believe when he got home, his mama said, "Oh yes, we are pressing charges. Do you see your legs? Do you understand that you are burnt up? And you sit here talking about some, no, I don't want to get my friend in trouble." Either your friend get in trouble or you get put out. Which one? Okay. Bad, Carmen. And then they sitting up there laughing. All of them need to be charged, not just him. All of them need to be charged. Ain't nan one of them picked up the phone and called 911 because our friend is on fire. Just imagine how bad his legs is burnt. I spilled a whole pot of hot water on my leg, going into the 7th grade. Literally the day before school starts. On a Sunday, school started for the school year on Monday, and I had to go in that joint with crutches because I had burnt my entire thigh by spilling a pot of hot water because I was making me some tea. Just imagine, this boy had gasoline on his legs, on his feet, and the real fire. And it sounded like they kept saying, "Get his legs, get his legs, get his legs." After the fire going, man, I would have got out that water and beat the brakes off them. I probably would try to drench them in gasoline and set them on fire, and I would have been in prison for life, probably. Okay, I probably would have did about a good 2 to 5. 2 to 5. 2 to 5. 2 to 5. Well, y'all, we have came to the end of the show. Y'all done rocked it out with me the entire show. Thank y'all so much. You know how much I appreciate it. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all tune in on the 21st. The 21st. We will have Demisha Cooper and Ashanti Cooper in studio. Y'all know we in studio now. We in studio now, baby. So yes, they will be in studio. Please make sure y'all tune in. They are here to talk about the death of Kyla Cooper. We usually do virtual, everything virtual, but now that we are in studio now, some of the families will be coming in studio and some of the families will continue to do it virtual. All right, so make sure y'all check that out on the 21st. And also, this Wednesday, baby, this Wednesday, we have Armand Rashad. He is a clothing designer, but the surprising thing about it is Armand was in prison for 7.5 years. And you want to make sure we say and a half. He was in prison for 7.5 years, you guys. I showed this clip of him in prison way back then, and he was in prison making clothes, and they decided to do a fashion show. And so I showed that entire fashion show. I also showed you guys, I think his mom spoke too, because they end up recording the fashion show, and then he sent it to his mama to post it online, and baby, it went viral. It went so viral that it got right on back to the prison, and he ended up getting in trouble behind it, and that's why we was covering it, because we was like, why is y'all gonna make him get in trouble over this? Like, he really had to, he got in trouble. So I ain't gonna tell y'all, just in case y'all forgot. I'm not gonna tell you what type of trouble he got in, but I didn't forget. And he will be on the show on this Wednesday, y'all. This Wednesday. So please make sure y'all tune in this Wednesday to tell, so he could tell his story and how he has been a goat out here in these streets, baby, since he done got out. He's one of them people that learned they lesson. I ain't going back, but guess what? I'm finna goddamn do something very, very positive with my life. And that's exactly what he has done. And I cannot wait for y'all to hear and listen to everything that he has done in 2 years since he has been out. And when I tell y'all, it's gonna blow y'all mind. It's gonna definitely motivate y'all. If y'all ain't doing nothing at all, come on back and watch our Wednesday. I bet you come Thursday, y'all gonna be up on them phones talking about some, okay, let me see how I can do this and how I can do that. But all right, y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please like, share, and subscribe, baby. Like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, for me, is word of mouth, baby. Please go let somebody know tomorrow about Peachy Tea Time and tell them to tune right on in, just like you did. All right. I love you guys. Bye.
Having computer issues?
Remembering a life, honoring a legacy. When words fall short, let Miss Peachy help you tell the story. Miss Peachy will create a custom heartfelt memorial tribute video that celebrates your loved one's life in a way that truly reflects their spirit and the love you shared. With thoughtful care, Miss Peachy will craft each video from the heart, preserving precious memories in a lasting tribute. Tailored packages to suit your needs. Fast 24 to 48-hour delivery. Genuine, compassionate service. Let Miss Peachy help honor your loved one legacy with a keepsake that will be cherished forever. Contact Miss Peachy by email or by phone for a tribute video made from the heart.
Having computer issues? Can't find a nearby computer store or tech? No need to worry, Computer Tech is a computer repair mobile service. Not in Georgia, no need to worry, Computer Tech can remote into your computer as well. Prices are starting as low as $40. Services are virus removal, data recovery, data transfer, hardware installation, software installation, computer tune-up, laptop and desktop, home and online. Contact 404-405-8515 and ask for Tony, and don't forget to tell them Ms. Peachy sent you.